Hi, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Farah, I'm a financial journalist, and I tell you what's happening in the worlds of business and finance in plain English. Today, we're diving into a question that's been on my mind, and perhaps yours too. Should I start using cash again? I pay for pretty much everything electronically, but recent events have made me question this dependence.
Large parts of the Iberian Peninsula have been hit by a major power outage. We're talking about Spain and Portugal here.
Chaos with trains unable to run, phone services out, and tens of millions of people impacted.
In our increasingly digital world, cash is often seen as outdated, but is it time to completely let go of physical money? Let's explore why cash still holds significant value even in our modern society, and why you might want to keep some bills and coins in your wallet. Imagine you're at your local supermarket ready to pay, and suddenly the card machines go down. No internet, no digital payments. What now? That's exactly what happened recently in Spain and Portugal, where major card outages left many unable to make purchases. However, smaller shops, still accepting cash, managed to keep serving customers, while the larger ones had to shut their doors. Interestingly, when British supermarket CoOp was hacked in April, IT bosses reportedly yanked their own plug. In other words, they chose to take their computer systems offline and tell customers to pay in cash, rather than let cyber attackers steal any more of their customers' data. This might seem a bit drastic, and for sure hit CoOp's revenues, but it does kind of make sense, especially when you compare it to an attack on another British grocer, Marks & Spencer. That happened around the same time, but CoOp got back on its feet faster. Meanwhile, I'm still struggling to find my favorite chocolate-coated pretzels at my local M&S. But what's more, if a cyber attack is left unchecked for hours or even days like at M&S, it risks attracting the unwanted attention of the regulator. M&S could be fined by the Information Commissioner's Office for breaching data laws. The general consensus seems to be that CoOp's bold move to go dark and force its customers to pay with cash paid off. And when a high street company like CoOp is hacked, its peers pay close attention to see how it responds and what lessons they can apply the next time they get hacked. These incidents and how companies respond to them highlight the importance of having cash as a backup. And cyber attacks aside, digital payments work only when IT systems work. In the UK, we've seen over 150 banking IT failures in just 2 years, affecting millions. The World Economic Forum has also previously warned that global instability could lead to a catastrophic cyber pandemic. And we do live in testy times. Around the world, more countries are recognizing the importance of cash, and for a range of reasons. Let's start with Austria. This landlocked mountainous country in Central Europe is installing up to 120 ATMs in rural areas. Why? To ensure everyone has the freedom of choice to access their physical euros. The government is even looking to legally enshrine the right to use hard cash. The Netherlands also plans to legislate by 2026 that merchants must accept physical money. In light of recent power outages in Spain and Portugal, a senior Dutch central banker, Cohen has said to never take check for granted. Finland perhaps has the most pressing need to preserve cash in its financial system. Since its neighbor Russia attacked Ukraine 2 years ago, central bankers are getting more worried about what the falling use of cash would mean if Finland is next on Putin's hit list. Citizens are advised to keep an emergency home kit with a small amount of cash in case of payment system disruptions. Even forward-thinking Sweden is cooling on the idea of its digital currency, the e-krona, and is in the middle of a consultation to save cash from extinction. In the UK, where I live, we've been advised to hold physical money in case of cyber attacks or blackouts. These initiatives all show a growing global need of the role of physical money in society, especially when under attack. But even in good times, not everyone has access to digital payment methods. The elderly, low-income families, and those in remote areas often rely on cash for daily transactions. Removing it from the equation risks excluding these groups from the economy. What's more, every digital transaction leaves a data trail. While convenient, this means our spending habits are constantly tracked. One benefit of using clunky cash is privacy. No data collection, no targeted ads, just straightforward transactions. It's a level of control that's becoming rare in our digital age. Studies have shown that people tend to spend less when using real money. It's called the pain of paying. Physically handing over hard cash makes us more aware of our spending compared to swiping a card or tapping a phone. Paying with cash is just one of many clever ways to be more mindful about how much you spend. Check out my video, Recession Blonde, to find out how much people are saving on coloring their hair. To sum up, while digital payments offer convenience, cash provides resilience, inclusivity, privacy, and financial mindfulness. It's not about choosing one over the other, but ensuring we have both options to hand. Tell me in the comments, do you see any point in paying with cash? And make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more Finance with Farah.